Yes, sir.
Everything good?
Yeah, what's going on?
We just got a call about somebody that we were worried about someone.
Me?
I'm not sure if it's
Okay, now I'm Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm just waiting on my flight to Amsterdam. It wasn't me. I'm good.
Okay.
They sent y'all to me specifically?
No, they set up a black man on a plaid shirt in this vicinity.
I might be the only. Was doing what?
Yeah, it was somebody called in and just said the person was talking to themselves and they were just wearing.
Oh, now I'm a psychologist. I'm perfectly sane.
No, yeah, like I said, we're just doing our due diligence.
No problem. No problem. All is well. All right now. Someone sent the police. Y'all see the police behind me? Do y'all see the police behind me? They sent the police. Two fully uniformed white power struck. They sent the police to the Prince of Pan-Africanism. And I'm talking about spirituality. See, brothers and sisters, did y'all see what just happened? They said they got a call that a black man in a plaid shirt was talking to himself. Lord have mercy. I thought I'd do the psychological evaluations. I thought I'd do the psychological assessments. I thought I'd do the psychological screenings. I thought I'd do the psychological diagnosing. I thought I'd do the psychotherapy. That's the first time that's happened to me. The police came to apprehend me. So the question becomes, who sent them? Was it the Utopian Negropeans? Was it a Neanderthal who's listening to me in this airport who doesn't agree with the mission, the message, or the methods? Who do y'all think sent the police? Who summoned Detroit's finest? Was it one of you all? Was it a member of my Ifatunde Queendom? Was it the reactionary Beta Manosphere? Was it a Caucasian in the airport? Was it a Utopian Negropean? Block party is back. How we doing?
You all right?
Yes, sir.
Child, I cannot believe this is going on, and yet I can believe it's going on. Hey there, besties. Child, we got to talk. We got to talk because poor Dr. Umar is just trying to live his best life, talking to his people on live, and somebody done called the daggone police on this daggone man. They done called the oppressor on Dr. Ifatunde. How dare they do that? Man can't even be in damn airport talking to himself. Like, we living in 2024. Everybody on the phone. Half the time you can't even tell if they on the phone because everybody got an earbud, a airbud, or whatever bud in their daggone ear. You can't see it, especially if they have hair. You can't see it if it's brown and they're brown. And somebody gonna sit up here and say, man talking to himself. Child, clearly if you're in the airport, he done went through security, he done went through the bag check, he done went through his own check, but somehow, some way, somebody gotta say something and call the daggone oppressor on Dr. Umar. Now, let me go ahead and say that I don't think this is right in any way, shape, or form, regardless of what Dr. Umar is doing. He ain't wrong all daggone time. I'm a person who can be fair when it comes to listening to people, whether they half damn crazy or not. Now, listen, Dr. Umar, half damn crazy, child, for sure, for sure. But when it comes to that school, nah, he all the way wrong. But when it comes to some of the other things that he says, he be on point, right? He funny AF. Let's not act like we don't have any laughs listening to Dr. Umar. But that man can go ahead and be in the airport and wait and talk on the phone. How many people are on the phone? How many people are on the floor in the airport with their phones plugged in because they can't find a plug? How many people sit at those stations where you can plug your stuff in so that you can charge them? How many people are looking at their phone and freaking taking pictures and talking and showing and TikToking and whatever the heck it is that they do? But all of a sudden, the black man in the plaid shirt is the problem. Now, I'm not blaming the oppressor at this point at all. I'm talking specifically to whoever it is that called the police on this daggone man. Now, what I also want to point out is the way that Dr. Umar handled the daggone police. He put some bass in that daggone voice and talked like the intelligent man that I know he is. He sat up there and said, how you doing? What's going on? I'm Dr. Umar Johnson. It wasn't no, who you think you're talking to? Leave me alone. It's because I'm black. None of that. None of that. And even while he was on his live, he wasn't really tripping like that on the police. He talking about who the hell called. Now he done went through all the daggone potentials, and child, that's a whole different story in itself. Because child, did he say the YouTubian Negropeans, child? Shout out to me. Am I a YouTube Negropean now, child? He could have been talking about me, child. I promise you, Dr. Umar, I'm not calling police on you. Dr. Umar, keep making content, child, because that's content for me, because I think it's funny AF. And the fact that if other people want to keep sending you money, knowing that they ain't getting their bit of results, at the end of the day, is that really you or is that them? But I digress. Anyway, let me go ahead and look at these comments, child. Then we're going to be done with this mess. Shout out to It's On Site. The police were called on Dr. Umar Johnson while he waited for his flight at a Detroit airport. So so shout out to Onsite. They probably put those inflections on those sounds in. I did not do that. So it must have been them. Just as a FYI, I don't want to take credit for something that's not me. Shout out to our girl Mona D. She said not in Detroit. Lord. Shout out to our girl Take Heed to the Message with her staple OMG. Shout out to our girls. Next comment says, not in Detroit. Next comment says, out of all the black people in that airport, y'all picked the right ninja on the right day. I have to agree. I'd have to agree. Glad it went well. Next comment says, so even if he was talking to himself, since when is that a crime? Nobody said that that was a crime. Now, if someone was out here and they needed mental health help and then they ended up doing something crazy, y'all would say, how come nobody did nothing? Somebody told them. All they did was come and say, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Dr. Umar handled it absolutely perfectly. Y'all still mad. Y'all still mad. Y'all want this mental health help? Don't call the police on mental health people. Well, if that's all you got, then that's all you got. Now, personally, again, with the age of earbuds and earbuds and all that stuff, that somebody talking to themselves, half of the time, you don't even know somebody talking to themselves and you think they're talking to you. You say something and they be like, I'm on the phone. That's where we are right now. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. So I think don't, because why get yourself in trouble? But that's just me. Someone says it was definitely a Mayonnaisian. Next one says YouTubian Negropean is wild, doctor. The names he's calling people have me on the floor. Dr. Umar is funny, child, and let's not act like he's not. He's definitely funny. I'm a psychologist. I'm perfectly sane. So all black men have to do is wear a plaid shirt and talk to himself peacefully to be a threat. Oh, okay. No, I'm waiting for someone to say this is why you need to vote for Kamala, because honestly, Dr. Umar will probably use this, in my opinion, allegedly, maybe, I don't know. He'll use this to say, Kamala, what you gonna do about the oppressor and how they handle people and what's going on? Because he done already said he want everybody else to reach out to Kamala in order to ask her what it is that she gonna be doing as far as policy is concerned. But anyway, child, that's a different conversation. Even if he was sitting there talking to himself, what the F is it to them? Why people gotta learn to mind their effing business. It's free as hell to do. See, look at the assumptions here. Y'all don't know that it was a white person. Nobody know that it's a white person, but that's the first thing that they gonna daggone jump to. He's absolutely right. It could have been somebody from damn YouTube. It definitely could have been somebody from damn YouTube. There's people on this app, on YouTube specifically, talking about Dr. Umar, what's not going on with the school, with the donations that are as solicited, how much has been going on with that, and the school not being done. You don't know who called them daggone police. You don't know who pointed them out. It's always the assumption that it's someone white. And you could be all the way effing wrong, but go ahead and show your racism. Black people can't be racist. Go to hell. So show your racism and just go ahead and fan the flames of antagonizing a whole different race. And as soon as they say something about black, y'all gonna be calling for their heads. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Child, you just can't. You just can't. Y'all can say whatever you want, and then as soon as someone says something to you, it's a problem, it's racist, it's not fair, it's MSG, it's sexist, it's anything except for just because someone says something don't mean it's that serious. It don't mean that it's that serious. This situation with Dr. Umar, of course, it's a serious situation when we're talking about the oppressor, but he handled it perfectly. Child, what the hell do I know? I'm just a white supremacist talking white supremacist talking points. Anyway, y'all, make sure you go ahead and like this daggone video, subscribe if you are new, and comment. I see you all in the next one.
Aren't we tired of the lies?
We do not care.